Hi guys, welcome back to Spice Channel TV. Thank you for always coming out here. If you're joining us for the first time, please kindly subscribe and don't forget to give us a thumbs up. Thank you. Well, my country people, the FBI State Department of the United States have released an official statement concerning President Bola Ahmed Tinubu, and they've made it known that they are not ready. In fact, they cannot release Tinubu's criminal records cases and his immigration records until 2026 due to some unusual circumstances. Guys, this is really serious. Now, the agencies have been summoned to appear in court to show cause why records relating to the Nigerian president were deemed unusual to be released to the public. And President Bola Tinubu's criminal and immigration records in the possession of the United States won't be released until 2026, authorities said in court documents, as seen by news reporters. Now, the U.S. State Department and the Federal Bureau of Investigation cited some unusual circumstances for delaying to release the records to the public following a Freedom of Information request. The US authorities said even if they were to release these records, then it would be at least until January 2026, that is 2026, before they could do so. Now, a civil lawsuit has been filed over the matter before Judge Beery Howell of the United States District Court for the District of Columbia in Washington, D.C. Now, Aaron Greenspan, an American public disclosure activist, had filed a request, I beg your pardon, to the FBI, the State Department, and also the Department of Treasury and Drug Enforcement Administration, among federal and local agencies, seeking an urgent release of Mr. Tinubu's immigration and criminal records. The feelings came as Mr. Tinubu maintained in court that he did not commit any crimes during his decades-long residency in the US. Now, President Tinubu also asserted ownership of his identity despite strong indications that he might have changed names and education records in the past. Now, Tinubu's real identity and education records contains omissions and contradictions that he has not explained to the public. For instance, the Nigerian president had said under the oath to the Electoral Office (INEC) while seeking to be the Lagos governor in 1999 that he attended the prestigious University of Chicago. But then the university had since disowned President Tinubu. Another American school, Chicago State University, confirmed Bola Tinubu attended the school, but did not say whether it was the Nigerian president. So documents from the school show that a person bearing Bola Tinubu who attended the school in the 1970s was a female. And Mr. Tinubu also stated under oath in 1999 that he attended primary and secondary schools in Lagos and Ibadan in 1950s and in the 1960s. But he later expurged these assertions from his latest INEC application forms ahead of this year's general elections in February. He did not explain why he removed the claims, although there was no evidence that the primary school he said he attended never existed in Nigeria. And Tinubu, who claimed he's 71, was named as a drug dealer. Yes, he was named as a drug dealer because he was involved in a drug trafficking in US, and then he had to make a forfeiture of about $460,000 at that time. where he had to make a forfeiture to the US courts. Now, the records form a key part of an ongoing challenge to Tinubu's election as the president of Nigeria before a tribunal hearing election petitions in Abuja. And this prompted Mr. Greenspan, who runs the Plain site, a website that holds files from American courts and institutions, to file multiple results to file multiple requests, I beg your pardon, to the US authorities in possession of the documents that could help clarify some critical questions upsetting the Nigerian minds. And now the State Department is believed to have records of whether or not the person who applied for a US visa and traveled as Bola Tinubu in the 1970s is the same person running Nigeria today. So the FBI could throw more light on how Tinubu became involved in drugs in the US and other criminal charges that he might have faced, but which were not in public records. So the office will not be able to respond, according to the FBI, within the 20 days provided by the statute due to to some unusual circumstances to the State Department. Now, previously on August 4th, 2022, the FBI has sent a message to Mr. Greenspan saying that please, to be advised that the unusual circumstances apply to the processing of the request. They said they won't be able to release Tinubu's document. They won't be able to do so as a result of these unusual circumstances. And now they are requesting for these documents because all these documents are needed now that Tinubu now is appearing in the courts at the Election Petitions Tribunal. The opposition, they need to get their hands on any document or evidence they can find against Tinubu. The fact that he made a forfeiture of $460,000, but now the FBI, they have refused to release the files of President Bola Ahmed Tinubu to prove that yes, this man is indeed a criminal. This man is indeed a drug baron. So my country people, what are your thoughts on this issue? Because this is really serious, guys. So my country people, I'm dropping here. Kindly share your thoughts concerning this in the comment section. Thank you. Bye for now.